Millennials' attitudes to everything about life are radically different than from those that of their previous generations. That includes finance as well. How they look at finance, how they manage their finances, and so on. So what can banks do to ensure that, one, they understand these changing attitudes and behaviors and then respond to the millennials' expectations appropriately? Hi, I am Srini Pelmita and I head the banking and financial services practice at Aspire Systems. Through this series, we aim to educate banks and other financial institutions about the emerging challenges and also the solutions, technology or otherwise, that they can adapt and include as part of their environment and their offer. How can banks use technology to understand the customers better? How can banks use technology to build trust with the fastest growing consumer segment of the market, which is the millennials? Today's guest is a digital product leader at Temenos. He has spent a long number of years as part of leading banks in the UK, and currently he is involved in terms of understanding the evolving landscape of both banking and marketing, because they seem to be going to be more closely entwined together in the future, and also looking at how or what the banks need to do to be able to ensure that they are able to offer the right services and the right messages to the customers at the right time. It's my pleasure to welcome Robert Wint. Hi Robert.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, no problem.
Thanks. So Robert, how do you think banks can act as an advisor for this millennial generation in terms of managing their finances?
Sure, I think for banks to act as those advisors, they really need to, one, understand the market, understand who they're trying to advise with effectively. So understanding the millennials' behaviour now, which is quite difficult because there are a broad range of ages with broad range of needs at any given point. So once you've started to advise the millennial and the family member and have a broader group of individuals, then I think comes the making sure the interactions, the engagement they have with those millennials is highly relevant to the particular life stage they're looking at. So they're relevant from the conversation, the words that are used, but also the place that you have in that conversation as well.
So what can financial tech providers and banking software providers do to help the banks, one, get to an advanced stage to be able to handle the millennial expectations, and also develop or be equipped on this idea of innovation or continuous innovation?
I think the things that tech providers can do to really kind of help are around showing value and capability, understanding. Sometimes we get a little bit consumed in feature function, but actually if you can spend the time, listen to what the bank is looking to achieve and do within their particular segments, and if you can understand what the millennial audience is looking to do, so understanding the bank, understanding the consumer, and then start to look at how you can apply the varying degrees of technology that people will have to solve those particular business challenges of today, but equally creating flexibility and platforms where it's quick and easy to innovate and try new things, so a bank can have an opportunity to deliver something far quicker than they would have done before.